I just don't have time. You've said it. I have said it. Every entrepreneur and every leader I know has said it. Probably even just as recently as this week. But here's what I have noticed after years of coaching high performers. It's never actually about the time. It's never a time problem. It's a permission problem. And once you see that difference, you cannot unsee it. Time is the easiest excuse there is. It's socially acceptable. Everybody uses it, right? Nobody questions, I'm just so busy. And nobody pushes back on, I don't have the bandwidth right now, or I don't have enough time on my calendar. It sounds familiar to everybody, so nobody questions it. But here's a question I'd like to ask. I'd like you to ask yourself and to answer very honestly. If time magically opened up tomorrow, would you actually rest? Would you actually do what you've been avoiding to do with the time excuse? Would you take that adventure trip? Would you have that hard conversation? Would you close the laptop at 5 p.m. and put your phone to the side? Or would you find something else to fill that gap, that space that you have created because now all of a sudden you have that time? For a lot of leaders, the answer is uncomfortable because you would fill it with something else. Because the block was never really time. The problem was never time. It's permission. Permission from yourself. Permission by yourself, right? So if you're running a company or leading a team, then you've probably built your entire identity around being responsible, around being reliable, being the one who delivers, the one who keeps their promise. And giving yourself permission to slow down, to enjoy something without earning it first and without having a bad conscience about it, to say no without a justification attached, all of that can feel almost irresponsible. And it definitely can feel very uncomfortable because there's this belief that a lot of high performers carry. A lot of people I know, and I'm not the exception to this. I carried this belief myself for quite a while. And then it goes like this, right? I can experience joy or ease or relief once I have hit the next milestone. That's when I'm allowed to slow down and to experience joy or ease. Once that next deal closes, once the team is fully taken care of, or once the team is fully staffed, once all our numbers look right. Except that that finish line, it moves and it keeps moving. It always moves. And the permission you were waiting to grant yourself finally never actually arrives because you kept or you keep tying it to something external. And that happens over and over again. So here's the shift. I want to suggest to you. You don't need more time to experience your life differently. You need to decide that you're allowed to do it. It's about your own permission. Permission, for example, to rest without having to earn it. Permission to enjoy what you've already built instead of just chasing what's next and running toward the next milestone. Permission to feel joy while building something, while creating. Permission to feel joy every single day as part of your work and life outside of work. Permission to say no to something good because it's not right for you. It might be good for somebody else, but not for you. And none of that actually requires a single extra hour of time on your calendar. It requires just a decision. Because as you know, we all have the same time available. Now, this week, maybe you want to try this. Pick one thing you have been telling yourself that you don't have time for, whether it's a hobby, whether it's whatever it is. Then ask a different question. What if I actually gave myself permission to do this? What if I actually gave myself permission? And again, it's not about how would I find the time to do this, but really, what if I decided that I'm allowed to do this? And really notice what comes up for you. For most people, and especially leaders and high performers, it's not logistics. It's the discomfort of letting yourself have something without earning it and without justifying it first. It's purely permission based. Try it out. Once you get used to it, it might actually feel great. And if this is landing for you, it might be worth checking in on what other places permission, not time, is actually running the show in your life right now. Take the Invisible Success Trap audit. It will show you exactly where you might be operating from obligation instead of choice, and where you've got more permission available to you than you think. So this is all about permission to yourself. The link is below in the description. Takes a few minutes. Have fun with it.